Alright, so this video is going to start off a bit weird. I'm in the city of Matera, Italy, which lies in the southern region of Basilicata. And when I got here, a lot of streets were blocked off with security. There were vans filled with impressive amounts of camera equipment, lighting, etc. Turns out a movie was being recorded here on this day. Which isn't surprising because films including The Passion of the Christ and even the James Bond movie No Time to Die were recorded here. Why? Well, the city is ancient, very ancient. Some sources claim the city has been inhabited for 9,000 years. That would make it the third oldest continually inhabited settlement in the world. This may or not be completely accurate, but one thing is for sure. This city is old. In this clip, you can see a large crowd of people, which I assume are extras in the film. They're all in a part of the city that's blocked off for filming, and I was actually told I couldn't record here. So I had to be sneaky. Just don't tell anyone. I recall seeing some actors in bright red costumes that kind of resembled knights, and some others in rags. I have no idea what they were filming, but it was probably something historical. The full name of this specific location is Sassi di Matera. The Sassi part of that are caves and caverns in which people used to live for millennia, and these can be found on the edges of town. The city itself ends abruptly as it meets the park of Murcia Maturana, which I'm definitely butchering and I'm not going to record again. You can see me hiking that here. The trail brings you down the valley to a river and back up the cliffs opposing the city. All around this area you can find these Sassi. Sorry for all the wind noise, I'm working on it. But here are those caves I was talking about. It's hard to imagine how people lived here for so long. Something interesting was that during the Middle Ages, hermit monks and other monastic communities settled in Matera. These monks chose to inhabit the Sassi, where they lived and worshipped, bringing a religious layer into the history of these caves. However, that's not the craziest place I've heard monks inhabit. There are a collection of monasteries in Greece, atop steep mountain peaks called the Meteora, which I actually have a video about on my YouTube channel that you can find. If you do come to Matera, I found that this hike was the highlight of my visit. Although walking through the city is certainly unique and fascinating, the caves you find and the view you get of the city from up here really is unbeatable. Along the way, I took a detour and found what I'm assuming is a hidden pipe of city runoff. I don't think I was allowed to be over here, but it looked cool and it was fun to walk on. Also, I found these small white snails eating cacti and other vegetation around here. Do you know what these things are? Leave a comment if you do. So I had to be sneaky about this, but here's a quick clip of some of the actors in the movie that was being recorded in Matera. I had to hold my camera upside down, but you can see here some of those actors are wearing rags. I'm not sure why, but there you go. Anyway, back to the city. Something interesting to know was that in the 1950s, Matera experienced an outbreak of malaria. The city became so impoverished that it was abandoned in 1952, all the way until the 1980s. Additionally, near the end of the Second World War, new national laws were implemented that forced inhabitants of the Sassi to move to modern parts of the city, officially ending the inhabitation of the Sassi. Resurgence of tourism, however, helped bring the town and its economy back to life. Okay, so last mention of the movie stuff, I swear. Here's a quick clip of the car with a camera mount that you always see in those behind-the-scenes content of movies. I thought that was pretty cool. That's it. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Also, I'm new to all this. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it and read your comments and see what you have to say. Lastly, if you have any recommendations of interesting or unusual things to check out, please leave that below as well. I'm always looking for something cool. So, thanks. See ya.